For most organizations, personnel costs are the single largest expense, accounting for as much as 80% of the budget. We created BudgetPak to meet the unique and complicated requirements of headcount planning, providing maximum control and flexibility. The right controls maintain confidentiality. They guarantee accurate benefit or tax calculations. Controls ensure that all relevant expenses are captured and enable you to spread costs throughout the year. Headcount planning also requires flexibility in order to gather insight from department heads, justify and document requests, facilitate communication, and enable adjustments with what-if scenarios. So how does BudgetPak maintain this balance? Keeping the right controls in place while actively engaging budget managers? It all begins in the BudgetPak navigation map. This is our homepage that guides your budget managers every step of the way. As you will see, there are many ways to set up your BudgetPak system. The BudgetPak interface is very different than a traditional spreadsheet, and that's on purpose. Each one of these stacks is a visual representation of only the accounts appropriate for that specific department, and every section of our guided workflow prompts managers on what they should consider and do next. Step 1 of headcount planning is to verify the accuracy of data that has been preloaded from our HR system. In Step 2, we record staff that will be leaving. For example, Stanley Parsons will be retiring in June. So we will include his replacement in the new hires. Stanley's replacement will have the same salary and will want some overlap for a smooth transition. Now we capture the recruiting fee in the new hires policies page. Any relevant taxes will be automatically calculated in the next tab. And then we'll document the reason for the new hire in the employee notes. This is information that will show up later in our reports. Once we've finished adding benefit and allocation information for Stanley's replacement, as well as any other new hires, we can determine salary increases for the coming year. This step-by-step guided approach helps the budget manager throughout the process. While the defaults are predetermined by finance, salary increases can be easily calculated by a percentage of salary allocated from a pool or by a fixed amount per employee, and individual salaries can be adjusted based on performance. Bonus, overtime, or stipends can be budgeted in this next section. How you allocate additional compensation is also flexible. In this case, it has been allocated from a pool. For most organizations, accurate budgeting of hourly employee costs is critical. If you have hourly workers, you could adjust their rates and hours by pay period, such as regular, overtime, vacation, or holiday pay, in order to account for seasonality or expected fluctuations of your business. Now we move to a review of benefit costs. Finance predefines benefits. This can be as broad-brushed or specific as needed. For example, benefits can be calculated individually based on predefined codes and rates, or more generally by using calculations, such as a 6% medical rate for an entire employee class. Let's go back to our home screen for a moment. The budget navigation map shows that we've completed all of the key steps for our headcount and salaries stack. When the budget manager clicks into monthly spreading, all of the data is automatically calculated, summarized, and spread properly across the months, all without any interaction needed from the budget manager. The finance team can control how the headcount costs are spread, and schools, universities, or seasonal providers can also choose from a 9 or 12-month cycle. In addition, different pay schedules can be set for different types of employees. Now let's take a quick look at the many reports available for headcount planning. BudgetPak includes both at-a-glance dashboards to track your KPIs, as well as many detailed reports. The finance team determines who gets to see what by setting up user roles with specific security permissions. Our headcount planning reports are designed to give you exactly the information you need to determine headcount expenses by period, allocation costs across departments, specific headcount expenses by employee, the composition of your hourly workers, and all the compensation-related budget decisions by individual employee, including terminations, new hires, raises, bonuses, and more. Employee notes are also included, providing insight into rationale and strategic alignment of key cost drivers. All of the BudgetPak self-service reports are fully integrated, included at no additional cost, and available immediately on day one. So now that you have the data, what's next? We think the best part about having detailed reporting and more accurate information is the insight into your organization's fiscal future and the ability to take action if something changes. BudgetPak's WhatIf functionality allows you to apply commonly anticipated changes to see their impact. Perhaps you are looking for a way to bring on a senior executive to lead a new strategic initiative. You can explore various scenarios for the best way to find the funding. For example, you can test the impact of delaying all other new hires by 1 month, while excluding a few of the more mission-critical replacements, in order to see if the potential savings is enough to fund the new executive's salary. You can run these reports and run what-if scenarios at any level of your organization or at any point in your budgeting process. For a full demonstration of the BudgetPak system and how we can help engage and empower your employees to achieve your strategic objectives, email us at info@accelerant.com.